I feel like when I do this, I'm like a Secret Service person. Come in.
Eagle has landed.
That's what I feel like. We're never gonna get this video done.
Hi.
Nope. No. What is happening here? Look at this. What am I wearing? It's like a frisbee.
A saucer.
It's a saucer. I am a flying saucer. We come for peace. I come in peace. I sound like a freaking moron. All right, good lord.
Hey!
Hey, hi.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Hello.
That's brutal.
Just two patriotic girls.
So please don't take us the wrong way.
Hi.
Hey, everybody.
Welcome to the Natasha and Debbie show.
Travel Wednesday.
That's right.
I feel like Oprah when I say that. You're getting a Travel Wednesday. You're getting a Travel Wednesday. You're getting a Travel Wednesday. Unless you live in Cornwall. You're not getting a Travel Wednesday.
No, you don't.
And we'll get back to the reason that we're on Cornwall today in just a moment. But before, give us a like, guys, if you want to. It does help our YouTube algorithms and pushes our videos out to more people. And consider subscribing to the channel if you want. But don't do it just because we asked. Why is that, Debs?
Please check out our other content. Make sure you want to be a part of our family before you subscribe.
Yes. And we have just a couple quick things to say before we get on with the video. If you missed Sunday's episode, what did they miss, Debbie?
They missed our announcement that we are going to start on Fridays doing Random Friday videos.
That's right. Starting this Friday, we are doing Random Fridays. This is the brainchild of this beautiful woman next to me. So you know it's going to be epic. We're going to be picking just random videos to do on YouTube that has nothing to do with the UK.
That's right.
So it could be funny animals. It can be...
strange animals.
Yeah, not always. It can be animals. Nature stuff.
Trivia.
Trivia. It could be... people with bad driving skills, bad accidents. Yeah. Hopefully we will find stuff that nothing dangerous, but like cool natural disaster stuff, all kinds of cool, interesting, fun stuff that we hope you'll join with us on Friday to watch with us. And that will be this Friday. We want to thank some patrons over at Patreon before we get going, because we love our patrons. You guys really make a huge difference for us, and your support matters to us a ton. So we give exclusive content only to patrons. If you haven't checked out our Patreon, check it out. See if it's something that you want to do. Debbie's going to be cooking over there this week, I think.
Hopefully.
Her first British dish, which is trifle. And actually, it's going to be her version of trifle.
Yeah.
So let's give some shout outs to some of our wonderful patrons today. I'm always going to say her name. Thank you to Natasha Fletcher.
And thank you to Mandy Potts.
Thank you, Mandy. Thank you to Jane Kavanaugh.
And a thank you to Victoria Williamson.
Thank you to Simon Batchelor, sir.
And Lucy Lewis, thank you.
Thank you to Anthony Pope.
Alan Slade, thank you.
And thank you to Lee Mills.
And finally, we have Claire Lawton. Thank you.
Thank you guys so much again for being patrons. It means the world to us. We really do appreciate it.
Yes, it does.
Now, before we get going on this video, you're probably a little surprised, like, what's going on? Why Cornwall? What's happening? And
so many people have asked over the...
Well, we've been trying. Right. We've been trying.
Right.
We've had people on our Facebook page, and we have a couple friends that live in Cornwall. But we've asked them to keep their eyes open, and we just got this video today. And no other video that has come up, as anyone said, was a good representation of Cornwall. This video was sent to us. We sent it to the people that we know that live in Cornwall, and they said it was the best one they've seen. Now, it did also say it did still leave a lot out. So that then will just make us go into future videos and do other parts of Cornwall in the future. So don't worry. We know we're not going to see everything. We know that we were told is pretty quick. It covers a lot, but it's very quick. But this will finally give us the glimpse into Cornwall we've been wanting to see for a long time.
Hello everyone, and welcome to my guide of 16 things that you can do in Cornwall.
Not loud,
So Cornwall is a gorgeous place packed with so many things to see and do, and in this video I've got gardens, castles, caves, towns, surfing, stone circles, waterfalls, mines, beaches, and more. So I do hope that there's something.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Now we
Everything
know.
on my list has been checked again.
Now we know why everybody keeps saying Cornwall, Cornwall.
Good Lord. 30 seconds in.
I can't wait.
That's a lot of stuff. I love waterfalls. And I love castles. And I love everything you just said. And beaches and things like that.
I like sweets. Hopefully you show us where to find the sweets.
I bet no one knew that. Oh, before we go on, just want to remind everybody, Debbie's birthday is March 21st.
Oh, come on now.
Don't forget, it's her birthday, March 21st. It's very soon.
For everyone in this video. So please subscribe if you do enjoy. Feel free to check out some other videos on my channel. We're always traveling up and down the UK looking for the most awesome places to visit. But yeah, let's not waste time and on with the list. So I'm going to get straight into it and just begin with my personal favourite thing to do in all of Cornwall, and that is the Eden Project. It's just so
awesome.
genius and mind-blowing, and it's just a completely surreal place to be. I think the Eden Project perfectly embodies pretty much what we all hope the future will be and the future will look like. In case you don't know what it is, the Eden Project opened in 2001, and it has a selection of biomes, a Mediterranean and a rainforest biome. The rainforest biome specifically is the largest indoor rainforest in the world. Is it warm here, Ellie?
Oh, I'm boiling.
That's really
I'm
cool.
boiling. It's very warm. But they have sweet potato there.
But these iconic structures are essentially
Sorry, it looks like Disney World. What is that, Epcot?
Yeah, Epcot.
Epcot.
Yeah, I was trying to think of the word too.
It just came in my head out of nowhere. It looks like Epcot. That is really neat. And we have something very small, not probably anything like this, but similar. We have our own little kind of indoor rainforest called the Crone Conservatory here in Cincinnati. It's a beautiful place. It's like 80-some degrees Fahrenheit every day of the year in there. But it's got all these different plants from all over the world. It's really cool, but nothing to this size.
No,
the scale.
nothing.
This is crazy.
Like that.
I would love this place.
Look at this palm tree right
I know, it's so beautiful. Let's rewind that a little bit. This is already quite amazing, and I like what this is for.
But they have sweet potato there.
But these iconic structures are essentially massive high-tech greenhouses, but it's also full of outdoor gardens and art installations and just so much information about sustainability and nature, which especially right now we need to start thinking about more and more. So it's just an amazing place, and I would totally suggest it if you visit in Cornwall. So on to number 2, and continuing on with a similar theme to the Eden Project, and that is the Lost Gardens of Helligan. So these are not quite as spectacular as the Eden Project in my personal opinion, but maybe that's just because we visited it straight after visiting the Eden Project.
What? The
Look
size
at
of
that
that?
huge leaf.
I know.
It's like you could fill it with water and take a bath in there.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory moment. You know, the little teacup, like little flowers. I'm like, what if that was like a giant candy thing for you and you could just eat off of it?
Always watch those, Survive in the Wild shows, and I was just thinking they take leaves to collect rainwater so that they can drink out of it.
Oh my gosh, you could drink out of that thing for like a year.
You'd be set.
Yeah, or bathe in it. That is pretty epic. That's huge.
But nonetheless, a garden with a very interesting history. The gardens date back to the mid-18th century, but during World War I, they were pretty much forgotten about and, completely lost. Hence the name, Lost Gardens of Helligan. But they were rediscovered in 1990, and they are Europe's largest garden restoration project. It's just the perfect place for any nature lovers, with so many interesting plants, trees, sculptures, and just more walking routes than you could ever want.
Like some on the hand.
That's neat.
Another cool sculpture.
So cool. So moving away from the theme of gardens now and onto a very iconic castle, and that is Tintagel Castle. Now the next couple of points that I'm going to talk about are all in the same sort of area, so it's definitely an area that I would recommend that you visit. So Tintagel Castle was originally built during the 13th century, but people probably would have been occupying this iconic headland long before then. So this location is not only...
First of all, I'm not walking on that bridge. So
no, and that's a whole lot of steps.
I can't get there. Someone's going to have to get a helicopter and charter me over. Or blindfold me and just pretend heights. Yeah, Debbie hates heights worse than me, don't you?
Yes.
Sometimes someone should ask me about the time she got stuck on our roof.
Let's not.
historically impressive, but it is
That's
also
beautiful.
covered in legend. Specifically,
Yes.
the
Nice.
legend of King
Beautiful.
Arthur. Apparently,
Okay.
this is the location where King Arthur was conceived with the help of Merlin. I don't really want to know how Merlin was helping out there, but it's probably best to just not ask questions. In fact, the castle
True.
seems to have been built here for no other reason other than being the site of the legend, which leads me perfectly on to my next 2 points. So firstly,
That's
located
beautiful.
at the very tip of this headland is the iconic King Arthur statue.
That's
And the
neat.
statue itself was really awesome, but the problem is, in the summer when we went, because this was July, the site around the statue was constantly packed with crowds. But if you are able to battle through the crowds, it is an epic photo opportunity. And then located directly below Tintagel Castle is another very
Wow.
legendary location.
Whoa. Can you rewind that? I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah. We'll have to
No.
watch this part again.
And then located directly below
You want it right.
Tintagel Castle
Yeah.
That,
Look at that.
it's fine. But that's a lot of steps.
Green.
And it's really high up.
That is beautiful.
Oh, it is absolutely beautiful. Actually, that bridge isn't that long. I can manage.
Long enough and high enough. I'm not going across.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful Cornwall already.
is another very legendary location, and that is Merlin's Cave. It's located on this gorgeous but still very busy beach. The natural
Beautiful
cave
beach.
was
Nice.
formed by erosion from the sea, and at low tide it is fully explorable. It does begin to fill up with water though at high tide, so try not to get stuck in it. But
Nope.
there were many small caves and
Oh, that's
interesting
pretty.
rock formations to explore on this beach. And with Tintagel just overlooking it from the rocks above, it was just so impressive
You
and
can
a really
actually
great
show
place
the
to see.
castle.
And so just as another really quick point before I move on from this area, the village of Tintagel itself was
Let's pause right there for Tyson.
a great village as well. It is home to the best Cornish pasty that I have ever had. It was just so impressive. I wish I had a picture of it that I could show you, but it took me 2 days to actually eat it. And I think that is a review enough of how massive and impressive this pasty was. And
Must
so with
be
that,
huge.
I don't think that was a review enough of how good that pasty was.
I'd
No
like to
offense,
see
but
an image.
would like to see it. We've seen these actually though. People have told us about Cornish pasties.
Yeah.
And we don't understand what they taste like because to us they look like empanadas, which are Mexican or Spanish. I'm not sure
Yeah.
which where they derive from. But I don't know the difference between a Cornish pasty and an empanada. If anyone does know, let us
I
know.
don't know.
But I wish you would have showed it. But we've seen photos of them. We just would like to taste one. And is that something Debbie could maybe make for Patreon?
Don't know. I'm not too good at like pastries and doughs, but
Well, this is how you get better. You practice, and I can taste test them for you.
but maybe there's a cheat. Maybe I can use like pre-made. Let me know.
Let her know. I would benefit from this.
I will summarise the Tintagel area and let's move on. So for my next point, located in southeast Cornwall this time, and that is Galitha Falls. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So it's located in the Galitha Falls
Yes.
Nature Reserve,
Whoa,
and you can explore
beautiful.
some
Sorry.
amazing woodland with so many interesting things hidden inside it, including some of these mystified old and abandoned structures. And if you know me, you will know that I cannot get enough of old and abandoned buildings, structures,
pretty.
anything. So I really enjoyed exploring around this place, just trying to see what I can find. The river itself is so picturesque. It just kind of cascades
is.
through the woodland, and
Oh,
it's just an
that's
amazing.
I just want to stop and show that image because, like, that's the kind of thing that my heart yearns for. I think you guys know that from the other videos we've done. When I see, like, moving water and streams and then such greenery, such lush greenery.
Yes.
It's so fairy tale. It's postcard moment time. We high five to that. Don't forget. We started that recently, right?
It is.
That's a postcard moment.
That is.
I'm sure there's probably 100 of those in this video, but
Insert ourselves.
yeah, exactly. Well, not in the water part, on the rocks. But
do in the
it's just, I could sit there reading a book, and
Yes,
just
you
be thrilled to death
I'll let you read to me.
with my Cornish pasty.
I'll let you read a book to me.
Deal. Let's get there first. But it's just beautiful. I want to take a moment to just enjoy that beauty. It's pretty.
Place to explore, even in the complete rain like when we went, because at the end of the day, we're holidaying in England. There's going to be rain at least one day. So there you go. So now heading directly south of Galitha Falls, because on the south coast of Cornwall, there is an absolutely gorgeous village and fishing harbour, which is called Polperro. So this place is just idyllic. The village itself is just so scenic and home to some really great independent shops to explore, and as well as restaurants and pubs to eat and drink. But if you walk through the entire village towards the coast, you will see some of the iconic, dramatic Cornwall coastlines.
Nice.
You can walk out pretty much all of the way to the tip of these rocks, and especially in the evening, it's just such a peaceful place to be and just sit, relax, contemplate life. Cool. And you can even walk as far up or down the coastline as you want from here. Onto the second village and port now on the list. We're moving a little bit down the coastline towards the tip of Cornwall, but not too far from Polperro is located the village of Charlestown. So Charlestown has remained relatively unchanged since the 18th century, and I think that's the reason it feels like a very unique place to be. It kind of feels like you step back a little bit in time when you're exploring this place. And there's some really amazing places to eat with some really tasty food overlooking all of the boats, and you can even eat on a boat if you want. I mean, who doesn't...
Okay, first of all, a couple things here. We heard there were palm trees in Cornwall, but you would just never think of, as an American at least, you'd never think of anywhere in England or the United Kingdom to have palm trees. No. It's just crazy. So what's the climate like in Cornwall? It's got to be warm. I mean, I'm assuming not all the time, but it's got to be warmer than other parts of the United Kingdom. I know it's southeast because I've been paying attention to my map, my tea cloth, right?
You have been.
Yeah. But... I have to say this. I would love so much. He said he could eat on the boat. And we have boats here like that, but they're not that cool. I want to go to Cornwall. I want to go fishing in this town with one of you guys that lives there. And I want to eat the fish we caught that day on one of the boats.
What?
But do they have ice cream boats in Cornwall? I can't believe you didn't ask that question.
Yes. Is there an ice cream boat?
And if they do, I want to eat the fish with one of you guys on the ice cream boat, while Debbie then serves us her ice cream while wearing the shirt saying, no, not what you're thinking, property of Debbie's Cones.
No.
Why not?
I'm not wearing a shirt that says Debbie's Cones.
How many people would pay to have Debbie's Cones? Mine's out of the gutter.
Not Debbie's Cones.
Ice cream. We're talking about ice cream. Back to the video.
Love that. And now heading down further into Cornwall, it was only a matter of time before I started talking about the incredibly epic beaches of Cornwall. But firstly, an amazing find which we found on our way down to the beach. Now, you may know that Cornwall is littered with tin mines. They are literally everywhere. You can't miss them when you're going through Cornwall. And this specific tin mine that you can see here is definitely the best we found in terms of location, the size, and just how much was remaining of it.
That's cool.
This is called Wheelcoats Tin Mine. So the mine is located on a walk down to the beach I was talking about, which is Chapel Porth Beach. You go straight past this mine if you park at the...
What's up?
My mind is stuck on this tin mine.
Tin mill or tin mine? Tin mine. Sorry.
Is tin... Because it's going to sound so bad.
Oh gosh, where's this going?
Is tin like gold? Like you find a gold nugget? I can't even talk. So do you find tin nuggets? And you mine the tin?
Okay, you know you're asking the wrong person here, right?
I know. And
I don't know.
It's just something I don't know.
And now receive 500 comments to that one question.
I'm embarrassed.
But I want to know about the ice cream boats. Don't ignore that question.
You're just stuck on ice cream boats.
How are you not?
I do want ice cream.
She's been talking about ice cream boats since we watched
I need an ice cream boat.
The Norfolk video.
Yes. It's my retirement plan.
It is our retirement. We'll find out about the tin. Let's rewind that 5 seconds.
Beach I was talking about, which is Chapel Porth Beach. You go straight past this mine if you park at the Wheelcoats car park, which is a great park. That's a good word, isn't it? Wheelcoats car park, which is actually a really reasonable park. I said it again, car park, which is actually a really reasonable car park, and it's located very close to the beach. So Chapel Porth Beach is a great beach. It's just so scenic, and it had epic waves when we went. So probably great for surfing, although I'm pretty sure every beach in Cornwall is pretty great for surfing. So it's not like I can narrow that down. We didn't actually do too much surfing on this trip, so maybe we need to head back this summer and do some surfing. Ellie, you agree?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
That's good,
Is
isn't
that
it?
the only beach? You said there were
So
some
helpful.
beaches.
Good input. So now on to the next group of sort of ideas
that's
that I
all
have
it's
for you,
showing us.
and we're going back in ancient history this time because Cornwall.
No more beaches. Okay,
That's
so
sad.
here's what we're gonna do. Don't freak out. We got you. I know that there are videos specifically on beaches. I think I said at the beginning of this video because I was told there wasn't much beaches in here, but I didn't realize that was it. So we will at some point. Let us know in the comments if you want us to. I know I saw the best. There's a video somewhere. It's they got the beaches covered. So just let us know if you want to see. You want us to check those out at some point, and we will in the comments. Cool. Because I want to see these beaches.
Has so much ancient history littered throughout it. So it's a shame to visit if you are
gee,
a
look at
history
that.
buff and miss out some of them.
Rocks.
And there's nothing more peaceful, I think, than going
Look at
out
that
on an
sunset.
evening
That
in
is
search
beautiful.
for some historic sites in the middle of nowhere. From this video here, you can actually see what I was talking about earlier, where the tin mines are literally everywhere. And these tin mines were located
That's
on
cool.
the walk towards the Hurlers Stone Circle. So the Hurlers are a group of 3 stone circles actually, and they are in an area which is full of interesting historical sites, which just make it the perfect walk. So if you carry on
Whoa,
walking on
that's
from the
pretty cool.
Hurlers, you get to this
That's
very
cool.
spectacular tour, which is called Cheese Ring. Unbelievably, it is completely natural somehow.
Really?
Local legend suggests that it was the location of a rock throwing contest between a man and a giant, which may seem far-fetched at first, but I guess how else are you going to
That is
explain these
beautiful,
rocks?
though.
At
It is,
sunset,
that's the
it is
place
the perfect
for-
place to hike, and to be honest, the
And
perfect
take
place for
photos.
photography as well. I would recommend it to anyone who is interested in historical sites like this.
I'd be up there like, at the top of the world.
No, you wouldn't. You're too scared of heights.
I'd be there. I wouldn't be on the edge of anything.
That's true. I would be able to use an entire memory card for taking photos
Yeah.
just up there.
Yeah.
I mean, the sunset is absolutely stunning. Wow.
That is cool.
This. So now on to one more ancient historical site before I move on, and that is Trethevi Quoit, which is, what a fun word to say that is. So this is one of these locations where you're forced to ask yourself the question, just how did they get those rocks into place? Hey Ellie,
Yes.
cool rocks.
Again, the UK,
Big rock
it's
and a
more
quick
rocks.
Yes,
It's a
how
very
in the
small area,
US?
but it's completely free to
Yeah,
visit, and
that's
I think
pretty
it would perfectly summarize your day of ancient exploration around this area. Okay, so now we're getting towards the end of the video. Finally, I feel like this may be very
It's much
long.
too fast.
We'll see how much I can
That is
cut
fast.
down my
Stop calling
rambling
me.
and information. But I thought I'm going to finish the video off with a bang because these last 2 locations are pretty epic. The first of which is St. Michael's Mount. So St. Michael's Mount is a tidal
nice.
island, so that means you can walk across the causeway
That's a
at low
castle.
tide, but then at high
see a
tide you
castle.
do need to get on a boat to get back,
whoa.
which was very fun as the weather on the day
Okay,
we
yes,
went
hi.
was,
Yeah.
well,
Hello.
no short of just absolutely dire.
That looks cold. Gosh, how windy that is. You're on the
very
coast, so
windy.
you gotta
But
expect
that
that.
did not spoil it. If
No,
anything,
no.
Yes! Yes!
Nope. I'm gonna like out. Not dead.
Is that messing your stomach up with the height?
Yes.
This filler. Okay, I don't know if any of you guys play video games. I don't that much anymore, but if you ever played Assassin's Creed,
Oh no.
there's the perch on the Assassin's Creed where you can fly down. I would
Yep.
always make her stomach like turn in knots when I would do that intentionally.
Hmm.
Is this reminding you of this?
Yeah.
I can see
If there
that.
was like a pile of hay down there, whatever.
Yeah, I know,
fell
right?
into.
But look in that photo though. You're not. Are you?
Oh, look out.
Yes, you though. But you got the ocean. Like, look at that right there.
Yes,
And that is just absolutely gorgeous.
it is pretty.
Talk about a castle on a hill.
That's on a hill.
That is stunning. How many of you been here? Wow.
I wonder what's inside.
I hope they told us. That is beautiful.
it just added to the incredible atmosphere of the island. I think it's kind of the Cornish version of Mont Saint Michel in Normandy, and I think a lot of people know about that one. It's so iconic, but maybe they
That's
aren't
beautiful.
aware
Those
that there is
waves.
one in Cornwall. So you have gardens
Oh, heck
outside
yes.
full of some very unique and interesting plants, and if you follow
Yeah, they
the
are pretty.
pathway going up
nice.
through these gardens, they lead you up to the
Wow.
top of St. Michael's Mount, where a
Beautiful.
castle.
What was that plant? It looked like a spider-leg plant.
The brown
It
one?
was like,
Let's see.
The
I don't
pathway
know.
going
I'm
up
not
through
going to
these
tell
gardens,
you.
they lead you up
Which
to
one?
the top.
The brown one right there?
yeah.
I don't know.
It's probably nothing. It's probably just a plant that's not in bloom right now.
That doesn't look like it's in bloom.
of St. Michael's Mount, where a castle is
like
located.
some sort of prickly
So this
thing.
castle is fully refurbished, and it almost acts as a museum inside with so many
cool.
interesting artifacts, with kind of small areas where you can get a peek out at the incredible views and
awesome.
remember where you are. Haley, you enjoying the view?
It's very good view. And very clear view.
And now for the final point of the video. I haven't mentioned any towns yet in the video, any bigger towns. So I wanted to mention my favourite, which is Falmouth. So Falmouth is perfect for shopping, eating, drinking, and exploring. I think it's the perfect place you need after all the other stuff in this video. You know, all the surfing, hiking that you've been doing. You just need a rest. You just need to chill out. And I think Falmouth is a great place to do that. It's also home to one of the best burgers I've ever had, which was at this place. And that's just one example of all of the interesting places that there are within Falmouth for you to explore. And with that, I will finish off the video. I feel like it might be quite a long video, but to be honest, there was so much more that I could have added to the list. I was trying to condense it down so the video wasn't 2 hours long. So these are my highlights. And I haven't actually explored around the very tip of Cornwall yet, hence why there wasn't any locations in this video from the very tip of Cornwall. So feel free to let me know in the comments, because I'm hoping to maybe get there this summer. So yeah, let me know in the comments if there's any way you suggest around there.
Alrighty. Yeah, so he did continue to say that it was all like the south part. So yeah, it doesn't sound like he included any part of the north part of Cornwall. Not that I would really know. But I found that to be absolutely beautiful and definitely a taste test.
Definitely.
Yeah, because I do want to go back and see the beaches, and I hope you guys want us to, because we will, without you, if you don't want us to. We're going to do it one way or another.
Oh, yeah.
With you or without, let us know. But let us know. And I just, oh gosh, that castle at the end was beautiful. I would just die to go to a place like that, especially on top of the ocean. And
that'd be so cool.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Can you imagine living out there though? When when the tide's up and
it'd be freaking.
you're just like surrounded by water.
You're up that high. You're not gonna be that close. But the Eden Project too at the beginning, that would definitely be a top place to go check out. It looked absolutely beautiful. But I would assume this is probably a place that's definitely high on the vacation destination lists for people in England and other. If not, don't know why it wouldn't be. But I found that to be absolutely beautiful. I do long for more. To see more of it.
Seems like there's quite a lot to do there.
Yeah.
And at least he gave us a little glimpse into
it's almost overwhelming when you think in some ways. Like it's just I could see he was trying his best to do a lot of things. And he does have shorter videos. But I think he could make his videos twice as long and show more stuff personally. But I still like it.
I think he just wants to go back.
I don't blame him. I would too. I'd love to be the one that gives you a tour to Cornwall.
Yes.
Wearing my official property of Debbie's cones.
Please,
in my ice cream boat. We need to get that shirt made. Pink and like white stripes. I don't know why.
I think the boat's just a thing on the canals.
It can be anywhere where there's water. It's a boat. Anyway, if you guys
should be anywhere there's water.
Right?
That's the key. It should be.
I concur. If you guys like today's video, please drop us a like. Again, it helps us with our YouTube algorithm. I can't say it. You start saying it.
I can't say that. YouTube algorithms.
You said it better than I. And again, consider subscribing to the channel, guys. And again, we hope to see you on Friday for our very first episode of our Random Fridays. I mean, we don't know what we're going to be watching. It could be crazy lightning strikes. It could be people, I don't know, doing stupid things. It could be funny animals. Who knows? But come join us and let's watch it together.
Hopefully you'll join us and relax a little bit. Have some snacks. Watch us.
Yeah. Two, just really quick, one last thing, but I'll say this before we go. I know a lot of people have been wondering, why are we still in the UK when, we had to do this whole passports ready thing? And what's gone on, if you haven't noticed, is we've done some polls the last couple of weeks as far as travel destinations for Travel Wednesday. And whenever we put any place that's not in the United Kingdom on the poll, they're not voted for. A lot of people said they don't want to leave the UK.
The UK wins.
So we've decided to stay with the UK for a while now. And so we literally can't find any more videos or more places to go.
Right.
And then we're going to try to branch out. And we hope you'll join us when we do that.
Absolutely.
So I don't want anyone to think that we said that and then we didn't mean it. We meant it. unfortunately, a lot of people just don't want us to leave the United Kingdom. And we'll always be yours. Don't worry.
Absolutely, we will be.
Also, don't forget it's Debbie's birthday, March 21st.
Stop it.
Shameless birthday plug for my beautiful wife here. But again, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We certainly did. And trust me, again, we plan on watching more of Cornwall.
Yes.
Thanks so much for watching. We appreciate it. We hope to see you on Friday and then, of course, Sunday.
Absolutely. So until next time, bye.
Bye, everybody.